When we speak of lands and of territories, we must speak of them in the context of the human race. The heathery mountains and the rushy glen, the small streams and the wave-washed shore are mute witness to the hopes and aspirations and the victories and the defeats of humankind. It is people who give each area its particular aura and mystique. When we speak of Inishowen, we must cast our minds back beyond books and before histories. And we note that when Abraham arrived in the land of Canaan, and when the Middle Kingdom flourished in Egypt, the hills and valleys of Inishowen were already marked by human footprints. When the children of Israel went under Jacob to the land of Egypt, Inishowen had been inhabited for centuries. It's said that in the blood of the people of Inishowen is a mixture of many peoples and many civilizations. The children of Partholon, son of Noah, the Numidians and the Formorians, the Firbolg and the Tuatha-Danann, the Milesians, the Celts, the Danes, the Normans, and the Anglo-Saxons. The silent stones of Inishowen have watched them all come and go.
Something that's called deep in my soul, something that won't let me be. There's a dream in the distance my memory can't hold. There's an island that's waiting for me. There's a song that I can't sing, the words are too old, but the melody's still telling me son of the soil and a part of whatever has been in this land before me. Tangles my mind, and the music is bitter and cold. And I need to be where my spirit is free, and that can't be bought or be sold. And I heard someone ask me where I want to be when finally I'm laid to my rest on the island of Owen, where an oak grove is growing and the sun meets the sea in the west.
And so we pass from the age of myth and legend to the end of the 5th century A.D. The sons of Niall of the Nine Hostages, High King of Ireland, entered the northern country in arms and took possession of Tyrone and Donegal. Two of these sons, Owen and Conall, divided the country between them. This peninsula was a portion of Owen's territories, hence its name, Inishowen, or Island of Owen. Though strictly speaking, it's not an island, for Lough Foyle and Lough Swilly, which bounded on the east and west respectively, are now separated by low land. The rest of Owen's possession is now the county of Tyrone, or Land of Owen, and the remainder of County Donegal fell to Conall Gulban and was named Tyrconnell. Prince Owen repaired the ancient castle of Vila, in which he afterwards resided, and from which he governed with much happiness and tranquility.
Can see you in the first light of the new day dawning. I can feel you in the dark night, in the star bright midnight. I can hear you when you call me, heart and soul I'm longing for you. Oh, Inishowen. Oh, Inishowen. Can see you in the moonbeam on the mountains and the small streams. Can hear you in the wild wind, and the waves roar on the seashore. All the mystery, all the history, all the stories, all the glories. Oh, Inishowen. Oh, Inishowen.
It seems that some of the ancient inhabitants of Inishowen worshipped the sun and celebrated the seasonal festivals with bonfires. They usually chose the summit of a hill or eminence, probably with the view of having these sacred fires visible from distant places. And at different times, they erected temples, altars, circles, standing stones, and dolmens. Legend says that the hills of Knocknamany, Knockglass, Lag, and Gorey, and even the Gulf of Stravegi were regarded, time out of mind, as fairy or gentle ground. And the fairy king of the district was known as Neil of the Heights. On the authority of a very ancient tract written in the shape of a dialogue between St. Patrick and Culchi McRonan, it's inferred that the sprites or fairies with material forms but endued with immortality were the Tuatha Dé Danann, who'd lingered in the country for many centuries after being conquered by the ancestors of the present inhabitants, the Gaels, or Scots, or Milesians as they are variously called. It's said that they lived in retired situations where they practiced abstruse arts. The Milesians came to regard them as supernatural beings. Some of the Dé Danann chiefs who fell in battle were afterwards deified. Thus, Manannán was promoted to God of the Sea and was surnamed MacLear, or Son of the Ocean. Manannán MacLear is regarded as the Irish Neptune and is said to lie buried in the Ton Banks off Inishowen Head. Shipwrecks have occurred here, and the spirit of Manannán is supposed to ride at intervals on the storm. The Tons form one part of a triad known as the Three Ways of Erin, and it's said that whenever Cuchulainn lifted his shield and smote it, the Three Ways of Erin echoed this signal and roared over the ocean.
Sail her on home, boys, sail her on home. Every fisherman knows when the northeaster blows, it's no time to be here, so just haul up your gear. The Atlantic is no place to be when the wind's broad and free and the dark night is falling. For the weather can change her mind like a child. It's all sunshine and smiles, so meek and so mild. And the next thing you know, it's all anger and tears, and a full roaring gale and an ocean of fears. Sail her home, boys, sail her on home. For the candles are lit and the radio's on. There'll be no sleep tonight till the boats are all home. And the children are quiet and hushed in their beds. And the women folk wait, there's no words to be said. Bring her home, boys, bring her on home. So we'll run with the storm till we see leaning head, thinking about turf fires and warm feathered beds. Dunree and Buncrana slip by in the night, and we'll rest weary bones in the tavern tonight. Sail her home, boys, sail her on home. Sail her on home, boys, sail her on home. Every fisherman knows when the northeaster blows, it's no time to be here, so just haul up your gear. The Atlantic is no place to be when the wind's broad and free and the dark night is falling. Sail her on home, boys, sail her on home. Sail her on home, boys, sail her on home. Sail her on home, boys, sail her on home. Sail her on home,
but to return to Prince Owen and the old castle of Ila. When Owen had reigned here about 47 years, he was visited by St. Patrick, then on his mission of converting the Irish nation. Owen, having heard of his coming, set out to meet him and embrace Christianity with all his household. At St. Patrick's Well, by the Green of Aileach, in the year 442, St. Patrick blessed Owen and his land with these words: I bless the land from Balla's wrath, which frowns the Atlantic o'er, to wild Glen Gad, to fair Culdaff, to Shrew's bleak and lonely shore. I bless each mountain, hill and dale, each river, lake and rill, from Loch Foyle's tide to Mallinhead, from Swilly to Maville. This chosen isle forever, Lord, be thine and thine alone, and be the garden of thy church, the sea-girt Inishowen. I bless 1,000 times, O King, thy royal house and heirs. In council may their wisdom shine, in war be victory theirs. Throughout all time may Niall's line their sovereignty maintain, and rulers be by land and sea, whilst Aileach's halls remain. Forever shall my prayer ascend to God's eternal throne, for blessings on the young and old, the race of Kinloan. Not wealth be theirs, nor pomp, nor power, nor fortune's fleeting dream, which pass as to the ocean rolls the unreturning stream. But faith and hope and love divine mark ever as God's own the maidens pure and valorous sons of rock-bound Inishowen.
Light in the northern sky, I'm sailing home to you again. The tide's low, but my hopes are high. Coming home to where the heart is, where the rainbow ship that took me away from you is bringing me home again. And I want to live for you, though I could die for you, and hold you till our dreams come true. And down through all these years and through all kissed by the wind and rain. Its roots are old like the legends told, when the old ones gather round again. And I want to live for you, though I could die for you, and hold you till our dreams come true. Down
The most common name of Inishowen is, of course, O'Doherty, and we're told that this is one of the most ancient names in all of Europe, the first mention of the name being recorded in the year of 901. The O'Dohertys are mentioned in the annals of the Four Masters and ruled Inishowen around the 15th and 16th centuries. The last O'Doherty chief was Caharua, who was shot on the 18th of July, 1608, after 6 months of skirmishing with the English. The Four Masters tell us that he fell between Derry and Culmore. Others say that it was on the Rock of Doon near Kilmacrennan, and that his body was cut into quarters and his head was sent to Dublin, where it was displayed on a spike outside of Dublin Castle. At the fall of O'Doherty, the whole of Inishowen was conferred to Sir Arthur Chichester and put under the operation of the plantation measures, its broad acres transferred to new proprietors, and with them, Inishowen became the last part of Ireland to be connected with the English crown.
You down, they took your body, they took your land, blood stained your soil. O'Doherty's fled from Inishowen, from Swilly shores, and from sweet Lochfoyle, far flung the sons of Inishowen now, our last great chief, long dead, long gone, his sword of and shield of righteousness still call to us each newborn day. Where will you rest, Caharua? Where will your soul spirit light?
After this came terrible times for Inishowen, as for all of Ireland, and many stories are told of the harsh effects of the penal laws and of the Great Famine. In the year of 1847 alone, 12,385 immigrants sailed away from Derry Quay, bound for the New World, their last glimpse of Erin being Moville and the lovely hills of Inishowen. Rebellion followed rebellion until the last British soldiers left Dunree Fort in 1938. And in modern times, the story unfolds, and people come and people go, and the hopes and the dreams and the victories and defeats continue. And still, the silent stones of Inishowen watch and wait. And the children of Inishowen play in the light of the new day dawning.
Can see you in the first light of the new day dawning. I can feel you in the dark night, in the star bright midnight. I can hear you when you call me heart and soul.